Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another season of the Eagle Pass Sports Central Prediction Show. Now, teamed up with KINL 92.7 and also streaming on the Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook page and YouTube page. We've got a whole new season of high school football for you here in 2023, starting this Friday with the Eagles against the Mavericks here in Eagle Pass at the SAC. And I want to bring in my broadcasting partner, Morris Lipson Jr. Morris, we're here again, ready to kick off another season of high school football.
Ready to start again. And Ruben, Eagle Pass Sports Central, teaming up with, like you mentioned, KINL 92.7 this year, having multi-coverage here as we're on the airwaves. We're also on YouTube and on Facebook on the Eagle Pass Sports Central Facebook. And we're glad to be here again. Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, and Mr. Adan is really happy that I got that right. It's a mouthful, but we do want to thank Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass and Mr. Adan Ortiz for being one of the most consistent, I want to say, and always there to support our youth sports and most especially our high school sports, especially our prediction show and Eagles and Mavericks football.
We want to invite our friend, Mr. Adan Ortiz, over and have him tell us a little bit about how exciting it is to be here in a new high school football season and, of course, all of the good things happening here at Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass.
First question is, what happened this summer? Seems like just the other day we were doing this, but glad to have y'all back as always. Thank you for choosing Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass as your starting point for the season. Wishing you all the best of luck. I also want to congratulate Morris on his team that he so much graciously always takes his time to go and sponsor and take to the Little League World Series, along with the
Babe Ruth
Little League World Series. Excuse me. I have Miss Lipson over here in the right correcting me. The 13 and 14-year-olds, congratulations. You did a fantastic job representing the Eagle Pass, and we really appreciate seeing the youth escalate through their years and becoming the athletes they become, and the coaches here, of course, have a lot to do with it. And with that, let's play football.
Our thanks, as always, to Adan Ortiz here from Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass. Come on down, folks, and visit them, won't you, and see the full variety they've got for you down here. We've got both coaching staffs here for the first game of the season, the Mavericks and the Eagles, Friday night at 7 o'clock. And, Morris, we're going to get started over here on your end talking to the Maverick coaching staff.
Well, we've got, of course, Coach Eric Villaseñor, the head coach for the CC Win Mavericks, and his coaching staff. Familiar faces on this side. Rene, are you a little lighter this year? Or? Well, I got you. Coach, another year of football. The challenges that every new football season brings. You graduate seniors. You've got people coming up in the program. I know they've worked hard during the off season, in the weight room and elsewhere, and now it's time to start putting it all together.
Yeah, it's always an exciting time, especially when as you get to the end of August, it's close to Friday Night Lights, and this is what all the work that we've done throughout the past couple of months is going to show. Our summers are shortened, as Mr. Adan Ortiz mentioned. Now it's pretty much year-round when you factor in spring football and summer strength and conditioning and all that. Your summer window is pretty limited as far as the relaxation time. There's not much of it. The kids have certainly invested in our plan. We're excited for a new season and ready to kick our season off in the right direction.
And of course, you start off with our friendly crosstown rivalry with the Eagle Pass Eagles playing your Mavericks this Friday night. And it gives all of you coming from the same coaching tree, so you know each other well. You know what you have to work on. But more important than that, I think you've had some scrimmages. You've made evaluations of in the skill positions. tell us a little bit about what we expect from the Mavericks. I know we've got Heriberto Royce here and Coach Ramirez here and Coach Soto also here today. But give us a little preview without, of course, giving away any trade secrets. Of course, they're right here across town, so they probably know almost everything they need to know.
No, just a lot of respect for Coach Gonzalez and his program. You know, they've done a fantastic job throughout the years. They're proven winners. We're up against a quality opponent and an opponent that we respect. But nonetheless, you know, once we line up to kick off, it's competition and competition. You know, you want to win the football game. And for those 3 hours, we're going to compete against each other. After that, we're going to hug each other, wish each other well the rest of the way. And that's the way it should be. You know, there's no reason to split our communities for 3 hours. Because of that, I think we need to be unified, you know, moving forward throughout our seasons and making sure that we root for both squads because we got some good coaches on staff on both sides of town. We got a great group of guys here to my left who have been with me for 11 years. I worked with some for 18 plus years. I worked with a lot of these guys on the other side as well. And they're great people and they're great coaches. And, you know, going back to your opening question, we have 5 offensive starters coming back, 5 defensive starters coming back. We'll be led by our middle linebacker, Jaime Barrientos. He's a 3-year starter. Offensively, probably I would say our offensive line, our running backs are our bright spot. Luis Flores has certainly shown what he can do in the scrimmages, and we're excited what he brings to the table in the next coming weeks as well, and especially on Friday night.
Well, let's talk to Coach Heriberto Royce, who we have here. And Coach, well, I know you're in charge of the offense, and of course, always difficult you have to fill in the spots that were vacated by some good football players that were your graduating seniors.
That's correct, Mr. Lipson. And you know, like Coach is mentioning, since the summer or since the offseason, it's been focused on the process, not so much on the result. And obviously, we have some guys that plugged in, obviously done a great job. Like Coach mentioned, Luis Flores, one of the youngest guys in our offensive staff, as far as, you know, plugging away and doing a great job, you know, in the running back department. But nevertheless, it's going to take all of us. And one thing that we focus as well is day by day. Be here, be locked in, understand what we need to do, understand the scheme that we want to run, understand the responsibility, and we call it, don't be handicapped. Don't be having 7-8 guys in the offensive huddle and 3 don't know what we're doing and 7-0 or 8-0. So we got to make sure that we focus, understand the play. You don't want to get overwhelmed with an extended amount of formations and plays, and obviously there's some holes in that play script. So we've been doing a great job, like Coach mentioned. We're focusing on the process day by day, be locked in, and the kids are responding well. We had a good, solid week of practice up to this point.
Well, that's good to hear on the offensive side of the ball. Now I'm going to ask you both to switch here a little bit because our camera's not wide enough to get Coach Ramirez in. And we do want to say a hello to we do want to say hello to Saul Salas. I know that he's your partner in crime as far as the defense is concerned.
He's out there with lunch duty. It's part of our assignments now.
So. Well, we don't want to tell him what we're having for lunch then. But I know, but I know you're gonna save him some. You're gonna save him some, and you're gonna take him a plate.
Save him some.
Oh,
we're splitting
because you don't leave much on the plate.
I'm a different man, Mr. Lipson.
I remember you 50 pounds ago. But anyway, Coach, tell us a little bit about your preparation on your defense.
Well, like Coach Villaseñor mentioned, it's a tough task at hand. We got to be sharp on all tools. They're a fast-paced offense, very experienced receiving core, and led well by their quarterback. Does things well, runs offense well. So again, we got to be we got to control us to begin with. Okay, and that starts with lining up correctly, identifying personnel, and then doing things well after the snap. So with our eyes and with our feet, and hopefully we pursue great to football and create big plays. Obviously, it's our job to get their offense off the field and provide the offense the football to our offense, so they can do their thing. So that's part of the game plan. We're excited. Our kids have been working hard,
and we're ready to go.
Well, there you have it. We're going to let Coach Villaseñor finish up our Maverick part of our prediction show. And as we head into Friday night, in what will be, like we've always said, if you build it, they will come. And on Friday night, it will be packed.
No, I just want to keep it first class, especially, our fans and everybody involved in the game. And that's the way it needs to be. And we're out there to have fun. And this is a game that's supposed to be fun. So we're looking forward to the challenge. 7 o'clock kickoff. I know there was some rumors out there about 8 p.m. kickoffs, but no, we're 7 o'clock. We should have some great weather, and we're looking forward, and we're excited about the opportunity.
There you have it. That is the Maverick side of our prediction show, and we're going to turn it over to Ruben as he's going to talk to the Eagle Pass Eagles.
We want to remind you folks again, we're live today from Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass, and also want to thank sponsors from KINL 92.7, Valdebecker Service, Sarita Tortilleria Factory, TNT Rentals, IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Border Federal Credit Union, Tienda de los Venados, and Capital Insurance Services, Clarissa Rivera Flores. Want to thank all our sponsors here on Eagle Pass Sports Central and KINL. Join us, won't you, live on Facebook on the Eagle Pass Sports Central page, also on YouTube, and this year also on KINL 92.7. As I turn to my right here, Coach Tom Gonzalez, welcome into the broadcast. We want to get an overview from you. Some new faces on the field for you. You had to unfortunately say goodbye to some faces that were rocks in your defense and on your offense for several years there. Talk to us about what this new year brings for the Eagles.
Well, like you said, we lost a lot of really good seniors in Stanwick, TJ, and several others. I mean, there was a whole bunch of them, and we have to rebuild in sorts. But our kids worked hard to get here. We have a good core coming back. I think it's 6-6 on both sides of the ball. Andres Garcia is the mainstay on the offense, where he managed to lead us the second half of the season last year with Stanwick's injury. And he did a great job. And Coach said that we have a good receiving core that he can throw to, and those guys really work hard. I mean, offensive line, we are rebuilding, and our tailback obviously, but we do have kids that we have a lot of confidence in. On the defensive side, our linebackers are really good. We have a lot of experience there with Tito, Diego Villarreal and Devante and Izar, Mauricio and Gunnar Caballero, and then Mando Leckler in the back. So we feel very confident in these kids the way they come in. Potentially they are, we feel like they're district MVPs, potential, but it's up to them to go out and perform, and we have a lot of respect for the Mavericks. Like Coach Villaseñor said, we know they're a tough team. We know that their coaching staff's really good. I mean, I managed to coach a bunch of these guys, so I've yelled at them once or twice in their life, but I know what the kind of character they are and the kind of person they are, and I have a lot of respect for these guys. So we know it's going to be a tough game. And we expect our fans, like Coach Villaseñor said, our fans to enjoy it and go out and show a lot of class out there, on both sides of the field. And we're just excited for the opportunity.
Sounds great. I want to talk to defensive coordinator Roger Olivas here about your defense coming into this year. You've got some starters, you've got some experience.
Before he does that, he's got something very important to
Yes, I have to wish my mom happy birthday. Today's her birthday. She's the rock at her house, so I want to wish her a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday to your mom, Coach. Your defense, we were talking about, you've got some familiar faces coming back. You've got some folks that also left and have got on to different things. How do you reload for this year?
Well, I guess you made the key word, reload. That's why we tell our kids we have a standard, what we live by. We preach it every day in practice. We start our practice with a pursuit drill, and we all have to get after it. We have to buy into it, and that's what we play. We're not the biggest, but we're going to be one of the fastest. We're going to get to the ball. We're going to get 11 guys on there, and that's like Coach said earlier. You know, we have two really good defensive end, and Izar Mauricio and Gunnar Caballero. You know, our linebacker crews are. You know, all three of them played a lot for us last year. They're all our. You know, they were all first team all district. Devontae Monsivais and Tito Villarreal and Armando Lecker in the background, and Walker Finlayson. So we got a lot of good boys to choose from there that are coming back with a lot of game time experience.
Let's talk to offensive coach Sammy Navejas here for a little bit. And Coach, we're going to ask you the same thing.
Mhm.
On the offensive side of the ball, you've got to reload.
Yes.
Again, how do you do that?
Well, it's not really reloading. We're pretty much trying to develop our players to play to the best of their ability. Yeah, we're not going to replace the TJ Matters, but we got boys that are ready to put their stamp on our offense, know that they can do what they do the best they can. And it's a tough situation, but we do the best we can and just develop as many kids as we can.
Absolutely. I want to bring it back here now to Coach Tom. Coach, you've been doing this for a minute. You've been doing this for a while. You've got a lot of two-a-days and training camps under your belt. What do you see from your team coming out of your summer conditioning and out of your summer program? What does that tell you about overall what to look forward to in this season? You've got
Well,
a tough district season and a tough
Yeah,
district season.
like you said, we try to schedule tough teams at the beginning and just to get us prepared for district, and we've done that over the years, and we feel we've gotten to a level where we have to play to those guys' level. Otherwise, we don't have a chance when we get to the playoffs. And our district has gotten really tough over the years. Back in the '90s, the Laredo district wasn't very well respected by a lot of people. Nowadays, I mean, this is really tough district. So. Like you said, over the years, our kids have gotten better. I think the kids on both sides and in Eagle Pass as a whole, just the coaching has a lot to do with that. And I think these guys on my staff and the coaches on the WIN staff, they've gotten a lot better over the years, and that's made the programs a lot better.
Well, we look forward to a full season of Eagles
Yes, sir.
football. I want to wish you the best. I want to wish the Mavericks the best, not only this Friday at 7 o'clock there at the SAC, but all season long. And, of course, we'll be bringing you these prediction shows all season long for the 2023 season now on our Facebook page, our YouTube page, streaming live, and also now on KNL 92.7 and partner. Here we go. This is a part of the show that about 2 million people in America look forward to, according to my numbers, and that is the weekly predictions. And to see how we're doing, you brought up something interesting about our predictions last year.
Well, Coach Graff couldn't be here today, and we want to send a hello to him.
Coach Cardenas too. He's off leaving his daughter in college, so he's not with us.
Well, I know that, and that's what. But he's probably somehow listening, or he will find out about it. He once again won the prediction competition last year.
Graff?
71-49, and the rest of us, all four of us, ended up at 69-51 in a four-way tie. So I don't know how we could do that again. But Coach Graff managed to, he managed to squeak it out again. But anyway, he sent in his predictions already, and we're going to go through and we're going to get going here. We're going to start with the first game, Pearsall at South San West. You know who sent in that game, right? Coach, I'm going to go. He went with Pearsall. I'm going to go with Pearsall. Coach Gonzalez.
Pearsall.
Pearsall. Ruben.
I'll go with Pearsall.
Pearsall. Coach Villaseñor.
Pearsall.
Pearsall. Our second game is Uvalde against San Antonio Jefferson. I won't tell you who Coach Kraft picked yet, but I will take Uvalde. Coach Gonzalez.
Uvalde.
Ruben.
As part of the Pigskin Classic up at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, and I'm going to go with Uvalde on that one.
Okay, and Coach Villaseñor.
I'm going to go Uvalde.
Uvalde, and Coach Kraft took Uvalde. Somerset at Southside. I will take Somerset, and Coach Gonzalez.
I think Somerset also.
Somerset. Ruben.
I'll go with Somerset.
Somerset,
Yeah.
and Coach Villaseñor.
I'm going to go Southside.
Southside, and Coach Graff took Somerset. So here's another one of two teams that are actually ranked: Brennan and Steele, both in San Antonio. I will, I'm going to take Brennan for the upset. Coach Gonzalez.
Steal.
Steele. Ruben.
I'll go with Steele on this.
Steele. Coach Villaseñor.
Steal.
Steele. And Coach Kraft took Steele. So I'm the odd man out there. Here's a relatively new program. My friend, Coach Morales, Coach Mo, San Antonio Sotomayor against San Antonio Lee. I will take Sotomayor, Coach Gonzalez.
Think Sotomayor.
Okay, Ruben
First batch of seniors, I think, for Sotomayor High School. We're going to go with them, Sotomayor.
and Coach Villaseñor.
Sotomayor.
And guess what, guys? Coach Kraft took Lee.
There's something he doesn't know. There's always something that Coach
Either
Kraft
that he
knows that we
doesn't
don't know.
either he doesn't know,
Yeah, that he does know.
or we, or he does know. The next one is down in Laredo, Martin against LBJ. I will, I'm going to take LBJ. Coach Gonzalez,
LBJ.
LBJ. Ruben,
I will take LBJ.
LBJ, and Coach Villaseñor,
LBJ.
LBJ. The next one is also another team that's ranked. Austin Vandergrift against Dripping Springs. I will take Vandergrift. Coach Gonzalez.
Dripping Springs.
Really? Oh. Ruben.
I'll go with Dripping Springs as well there.
Okay, and Coach Villaseñor,
I'm gonna go Vandergrift.
Vandergrift, and Coach Graft also went Vandergrift. There's very few college games, so there's 3 of them on here. Florida International University against Louisiana Tech. I will take Louisiana Tech. Coach Gonzalez.
La Tech also.
La Tech and Ruben.
Week 0 for college football, and I'm going to pick Louisiana Tech.
Coach Villaseñor.
La Tech.
La Tech. Okay, and Hawaii at Vanderbilt. I don't know how Vandy looks this year, but I will take Vanderbilt. Coach Gonzalez.
Yeah, Vandy also.
Vandy and Ruben.
I'll go with the SEC there too with Vandy.
Vandy and Coach
I'll
Villaseñor.
take Vandy.
Vandy, and so did Coach Graft. Took Vanderbilt. UTEP, University of Texas at El Paso against Jacksonville State. I will take UTEP. And Coach Gonzalez.
UTEP.
UTEP. And Ruben.
This smells like an upset to me. I'm going to go with Jacksonville State on this one.
Wow. And Coach Villaseñor,
UTEP.
UTEP. And of course, Coach Kraft took UTEP. There you have it. That's our first predictions for this first week. Our prediction show. And Ruben, take us home.
Eagle Pass Sports Central will be there live this Friday at the SAC here in Eagle Pass for the clash between the Eagles and the Mavericks. Don't forget to join us at 7 o'clock on our YouTube page, on our Facebook page, and now live also on KINL 92.7. We want to thank the sponsors on KINL, Balde Wrecker Service, Saritas Tortilleria Factory, TNT Rentals, IBC Bank, Stat Emergency, R&R Safety Wear LLC, Texas Diamond Garage, Border Federal Credit Union, Tienda de los Venados, and Capital Insurance Services, Clarissa Rivera Flores. And of course, we want to thank our friend Alan Ortiz here at Brown Chevrolet Buick GMC of Eagle Pass for helping us to kick off the season here on Eagle Pass Sports Central. For Morris Lipson Jr., my name is Ruben Valadez. We're looking forward to bringing you lots of football this year along with the predictions show. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you next time.